So last month we celebrated the Feast of the Exaltation of the Cross, which was our true 10th anniversary. Yes, we had the big 10th anniversary celebration with the bishop the month before, but it really is amazing to see how much we have grown as a parish over the last 10 years. There are so many good things that are happening here at St. Clair, from our family catechesis to our adult faith formation that we've started this year. We've had upwards of 100 people in this room on Wednesday nights for the last several weeks. Tonight there's another reception in here, so they get bumped to the church. But it's a good problem to run out of space like that. We've got classes that teach English as a second languages. We've got counseling services, specifically a counselor that comes from Transfiguration Counseling Services, and they're a counselor group that strictly holds to the Catholic teachings. We also have moms groups, Bible studies, the Knights of Columbus who do so much, and we're running out of room, which, as I said, is a very good problem to have. So with the ability to use the current church as a parish hall year-round would greatly alleviate some of our space concerns. And while it would be great to go out and ask those kind gentlemen on Cedar Crest who are so gently caring for our road, while it would be nice to ask them to come in and dig a hole and start building a church, we have a few things ahead of us. We've known that the current access situation from Cedar Crest has been dangerous and annoying, and it's even more annoying right now with them out there. As I've said, I make that U-turn multiple times a day, and if you saw the way that I do it, you would probably beg me to stop. I've been running over cones the last few days. So accessing the parish safer and easier is a very big priority for a lot of folks who are here throughout the week as well as on Sunday. And then, of course, there's also our debt, $3,401,422 according to the brochure. However, it's a bit lower than that because we've already been able to start paying down on our debt from some of the early donations that we've received. Debt is a fact of life. We have to pay it off before the Archbishop will allow us to build a church. So the sooner we can knock that debt out, the sooner we can start planning toward a permanent church. Also, it's important to know that we pay about $60,000 to $70,000 a year in interest on our loans. So the quicker we can get that lowered, the quicker we'll have those extra funds to better use here in the parish. The Archbishop is allowing us to prioritize building the road, and so as money comes in, half will go toward the debt and half will go to the road. And we've already started conversations with the Archdiocese, with the architect, with the civil engineer, and now, most importantly, with the botanist. I didn't know that you had to talk to a botanist to pave a road, but apparently you do. So the botanist has to come out and make sure that there's no important trees that we can't mess up. Cobb County is a fun county to work with. So as the money comes in, basically the first $1.4 million cash in hand will be able to begin the project of paving the road. But again, as the money comes in, we're able to do the kind of pre-work that needs to be done so that we can get it done as soon as possible. In order for us to be successful, though, we need every active registered family to prayerfully consider a sacrificial pledge over a 3-year or 36-month period in order for the campaign to be successful. I've made a pledge, Father Michael's made a pledge, and several other parishioners have already made pledges. Everything that St. Clair Parish has was brought about by God and His grace and the generosity of the parishioners working together. We are called to work together to ensure that a solid foundation is built in order that we can continue to transmit the faith to others. As I've said, the Holy Spirit is truly at work here in this parish, and so too across the Archdiocese. Last month at our priest convocation, several of us were speaking about all of the really wonderful things that are happening. I mentioned our adult faith formation. That's also with RCIA. We have several non-baptized people. We have several people coming from Judaism. We have several people just from all different walks that are coming looking for the truth. And when they look for the truth, they find themselves with the recognition that Catholicism is the truth. We have families growing in holiness. We have couples growing in holiness, individuals growing in holiness. It's really wonderful getting to see all the various ways how God is at work in people's lives. I regularly tell people how fortunate I am to be the pastor of this parish. It's been so exciting for me over these last 4+ years to see how the parish has grown and to prepare to watch it grow into the next decade. I remember when this parish was established, and I was in my final year in the seminary, and I remember just watching with such amazement at how quickly this place grew. This is a very exciting phase for the parish, and it's one that I hope all of us can share in. Finally, I'd like to share my gratitude for the generosity that you've shown me as your pastor. Those of you that have offered a kind word, those of you that have had me over to your house, or some other kind deed, it's been an honor to be able to serve as your priest, and something that I take with great pride and joy.